What's going on, everybody? Welcome to RNG Crypto. It's your boy here with you for another video, guys. And in this video, we're going to be talking about one of my absolute favorite Web3 companies, Galvin. Galvin has been building for over a year and a half. I've covered them on my channel for over a year now. There are just so many updates that I have to share with you guys. In addition, so many incentives, not just for actually using the app, right, and getting after it and exercising, but also for simply signing up, guys, signing up for their waitlist to get into the app, guys, because right now the app is in closed beta. I do have it. I can't cover it because of an NDA, but I'm definitely going to cover what the project's all about, share some of the updates, share some of the highlights that are going to be coming up, as well as talk to you a little bit about the nodes and the distribution and how all of that is working, because baby, distribution is live. So with that said, let's jump right into the video. Okay guys, so I am here on the Galvin.health website, and you can see right out of the gate, if you've watched some of my previous videos, wow, they have made a lot of changes. It looks amazing. Not only does it look amazing, but the information and the way it's demonstrated or portrayed here on this website, absolutely top notch. So number one, I want to highlight, because this is huge, is a giveaway, guys. These guys are doing a giveaway in $1,799 worth of prizes for you to just join the waitlist. All you have to do is join the waitlist, and you can do that right here. Once you hit galvin.health.com, right here at the top, you can just click on this little bar right there, and it's going to sign you up for the waitlist. You just enter your email and put join the waitlist, and you're done, guys. So let me just go back real quick, because I want to highlight one other thing that's huge for this website. So if you are not familiar with Galvin, if you're not familiar with what blockchain technology is in general, go and check out this video. It's right here. Our story right here, guys. Click that. It gives you a good rundown of how Galvin began, but also sort of the underlying technology, which is the blockchain technology and the node network infrastructure. And the reason I bring this up, because it's not very important for you to know this, right? Because what we care about at Galvin is that you have an app that tracks your physical activity, that tracks your mental mindfulness and the exercises you do for your mind as well, and then rewards you for it. And you do not need to know a thing about crypto in order to do that. That's huge. That is a huge stepping stone, because right now there's a big barrier of entry right there, because folks don't want to know how to do a wallet, how to make sure that you have control of your crypto, how to sign up for those kinds of things. All that's really complicated, especially if you're not aware or not familiar with the space, right? So what Galvin's doing a very good job at is simplifying that entire process, right? So all you need to do as the end user is know how to be able to create an account, okay? Which, by the way, my referral link is down below. Go ahead and use it to support the channel. I would really appreciate it. In addition to that, once you've created the account, you would then download the app, which again, it's not out yet. It's in beta currently. I am one of the beta testers. I can't show it to you, but you can see here on the screen, this is it. This is just a screenshot, and it actually does look like that. It's very nice, and I can track all of my exercise. I can track the rewards that I'm receiving for that exercise and so on. So guys, you download the app after you create your account, and then you simply link your phone to your Apple Watch or Fitbit or whatever other smartwatch that you have, right, to track your heart rate. So then you're done. That's it. And that's really the consumer facing piece of this. And this is what's going to hit the masses, guys, right? And we are so early, right? This hasn't even gone live yet. We're still in beta, closed beta. But if you want to take it a step further, and I know a lot of you guys following the channel are already doing this, and a lot of you guys right now watching this for the first time, you are competent enough, you are smart enough to realize the true potential that lies behind all of this, because yeah, you can partake and you can use this app to really get motivated to go and exercise and take care of your mental health, but you can also take this to the next level and actually start contributing to the network that's powering all of this. And by that I mean the node ecosystem, right? The decentralized node ecosystem. And you can run nodes that actually will then perform computing tasks and actually sort of function as one giant computer, making this app work for everyone else, right? So that's huge, and we'll dive into that right now actually as we get into the light paper. So these are the highlights, guys. Let's jump right into the light paper. All right, so we're here on the light paper right now, and I'll link this down in the description as well, so you guys can go and read through the entire thing, because I'm definitely not going to cover all of it, but I do want to make sure I highlight some of the key takeaways and also give you a quick overview for those of you who are not yet familiar with Galvin, right? So basically at Galvin, they aspire for you to take ownership of your health and wellness. This is accomplished through an ecosystem that empowers you to own and control your health data, informs you about ways to care for yourself and others, and reward you for making healthy choices. So you're going to have ownership of your health records. So when you go or when you switch healthcare providers, for example, that may not be using the same platform on the back end, right? It's always an issue, right? So a lot of times your new doctor has no idea what your previous records are, or it may take a long time for them to get there. In this ecosystem, you would be able to simply sort of take that along with you, because you have true ownership of your health records. You're not relying upon your other healthcare providers to communicate on the back end to make sure that they're aware of what's going on with you, right? That's huge. It informs you about ways to take care of yourself. So it actually gives you advice on what you can do to improve maybe your mood of that day. So there's a really cool app or part of the app that's currently being built that actually sort of recognizes, the stress levels and your mood for that day just by listening to your voice. And actually it's the same folks, I believe, that were behind what Alexa is today. So those are the guys engineering that right there. That's huge, guys. In addition, it rewards you for making healthy choices. So it literally rewards you. Like, my healthy choice today was to hop on the Peloton this morning. I am getting rewarded for my exercise in IZE tokens, and we'll talk about that here in a second. So that's basically what Galvin is striving to do. So let's move on over to the next section here, and this is actually going to be the solutions, right? So there are basically four main solutions: a decentralized network, a data ownership, increased transparency, right, as well as realign incentives. Okay, so a decentralized network basically meaning that instead of having everything sort of hosted in like an AWS cloud or whatever, Google cloud, one centralized entity having control of all your records and things of that nature, it's going to be distributed over a decentralized network. Okay, so that's where the nodes come in. Okay, in addition, data ownership, and this is the example I just gave you guys, your healthcare records will be owned by you. You were not relying upon your healthcare provider making sure that they are sharing records as you switch providers, or if you go to a different type of doctor, all that stuff. You will have them with you at all times. Okay, increased transparency, right? So there's an inadequate amount of transparency in with health information for patients today. Okay, so this includes communicating and understanding the risks and benefits of healthcare. So what Galvin's going to do is they're going to empower you with unbiased information and tools so that you can make more informed decisions. All right, and then finally, realigned incentives. So this is really the cool part, the exciting part, I guess, if you will. Everything else absolutely important, but this is the fun part. This is the part where you are incentivized to exercise, where you are incentivized to take care of your mental health. You will actually be earning rewards by basically doing healthy behaviors, right? Eating healthy, working out, taking care of your mental or your psyche, right? That's a big component of this. In fact, currently the way that this works is that if you exercise every day for 30 minutes, you get 100 points towards your distribution. Right? So if you do that every day for a week, that's 700 points. And then you get the weekly bonus, which right now is an additional 200 points. So you're getting 900 points per week just for exercising, right? 900 points, that's the equivalent of 9 light nodes, right? 9 times $25. One light node is $25. So you're getting a lot of additional or bonus distribution just for exercising, right? It's a win-win. Your body's better, right? You're feeling better, and you're getting rewards. I mean, what better thing is there, right? So let's go and take a look at the more technical stuff. So stick with me. I'm going to make it real simple for you. Okay, so on to the next slide, the blockchain, right? What blockchain is this built on? It's built on Ethereum, which is a layer 1. And just to make sure that you guys get an overview, a general understanding of what this means is a layer 1 is a platform, right? And on top of that platform, people can build dApps, decentralized applications. And Galvin would be one of those. In fact, actually, Galvin is a little bit more than that. We'll talk about that. But Ethereum, as everyone knows, it's one of the most popular blockchains. It's secure. It's not going away. But however, it is the second mover, right? It came right after Bitcoin. So there are some disadvantages to that, being old technology or older technology that takes a little longer to update, and with that comes higher transaction fees, right? So the gas fees are a little bit higher on Ethereum, as well as it's a little bit slow, right? It's not quick enough, right? So Galvin has realized this, and they're actually building a layer 2, which is basically going to be sitting on top of Ethereum, making sure that transactions are moving quicker, gas fees are very, very minimal, and that's what you need for something like this, for all of those folks that are going to get exercised in on the app, right? For all those transactions on a daily basis continually, you don't want to have to pay so much gas fees, right? So that's why they're building this as a layer 2 on top of Ethereum, and that's really what it comes down to, guys. And this is going to allow it for IZE distribution rewards. So the purpose of this layer is to be able to distribute digital assets like IZE, which is the token for Galvin. Galvanize IZE, they took it off and made that the token. Clever. To node owners, right? So it's IZE rewards to node owners, which will then help lower costs and really reach those top speeds, guys. So in addition, it will give scalability according to this. Moving on, guys, and there's a layer 3, right? That is the Galvin ledger. So the Galvin ledger is a database with an immutable ledger for accounting purposes. And basically, actions of the nodes lead to points, which then lead to IZE distributions. So it's basically a ledger, right? Just like any other blockchain technology, right? There's an open ledger where you can see all the transactions, and that is the third layer of this solution. Then we've got layer 4, which is the Galvin app, and the dashboard, which is basically the interface, right? The consumer-facing, customer-facing part of this, which is going to be the app or your dashboard online. And we'll take a look quickly at the dashboard here after I go through this. All right. So again, I'm going to move through these parts a little bit quicker. Here is a little bit more info that you're going to want to know. Notes. So this is where we get into the fun stuff. So this is taking it to the next step. Again, if you want to participate and exercise and take care of your health and just partake in the app, you can do that. But if you really want to be a part of this, if you really want to support the network and be rewarded for doing so, you want to get into nodes, guys. You really do. I've got some nodes and I'm very, very happy. Distribution has started and very, very soon their bridge is going to open, which is going to be some huge news, and best believe I'm going to make a video on that. But basically meaning that all these tokens that I've been accumulating over the past year, I'm going to be able to migrate over or bridge over to Ethereum as ERC20 tokens and then exchange them for value if I want on a decentralized exchange like Uniswap. But me personally, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sit on those bad boys for a good hot minute because I think Galvin is going to go a long, long way. So I don't want to be a little premature, if you want to call it that. So right here, 2 types of nodes, okay? Smart nodes and light nodes. So the smart node, basically, there's going to be 100,000 max supply, right? And these are going to allow you to start confirming transactions on the blockchain, all right? There are 25,000 points that you're awarded per node, right? So again, it's a point system. There are total points that are given out every day, right? And then if you have 25,000, you're getting a percentage of that daily reward that's associated with those points, all right? There's one consensus vote. So there's also a DAO, right? A decentralized autonomous organization, allowing us node owners to actually partake in some of the decision making that's happening with Galvin, right? This is again part of the whole decentralized infrastructure. With decentralized infrastructure also comes a decentralized autonomous organization that can have or voice their opinion on which direction the company should take moving forward. And there are a lot of real companies that are doing this, Galvin being one of them. All right. There are going to be future NFT drops to node owners. There's going to be a starting price, or the starting price was, I should say, 2,000. It's actually up to 4,000 now. Every time, I don't know what exactly the increments are at which it increases, but essentially anytime a node is sold, the dollar amount or the price of the nodes goes up. All right. And then there are the light nodes, and this is really your entry point. And this is where I encourage all of you, not financial advice, to at least dabble in this and see how it works and see the rewards that you're receiving for running your node. Running a node on a computer is very easy. I've made tons of videos. We'll go into that too in another video here. But they're $25, guys, $25, right? And that again gives you access to be able to confirm transactions on the blockchain. You'll get 100 points for running your node for 6 hours every day, right? It's equivalent of doing 30 minutes of exercise in the app, right? So one light node is basically that equivalent. Your consensus vote is 0.004. Okay, instead of having one full vote, you get a fraction of a vote, which makes sense, right? You're only contributing so much, right? A light node can only contribute so much or compute so many transactions on the blockchain compared to what a smart node can, which is much more powerful, all right? So basically, that's pretty much it, right? So we'll move on here to the digital rewards. So these are the IZE tokens that you receive in return for running your nodes for 6 hours a day. So that's the minimum out of a 24-hour window. 6 hours is all you need to do in order to be eligible to receive rewards. So what is going to be the utility of this? Because I know that's going to be a big question. A lot of people, well, yeah, great, I'm going to have these IZE tokens, but what can I do with them? Well, here it is, the full list. All right, I'm not going to read through all of these guys because I don't want to make this too lengthy, but this is, again, linked down here, and you can take a look here. You can pause the video, look through these. All right, let me go all the way down. I do want to talk a little bit about the digital rewards and the tokenomics of this. Again, going into the text a bit. So if you are not yet familiar, definitely something to really learn and get studied up on. But every company in the Web3 space has some kind of tokenomics model, meaning there's going to be a max supply, which in this case is 50 billion tokens. I always equate it to what Gala is doing. Right, Gala has a max supply of 50 billion tokens. That doesn't mean that all 50 billion are going to get dumped. No, they can't, right? Because the tokens are getting generated naturally, right? Just like Bitcoin, over time, slowly more and more Bitcoin were mined, right, and brought into the market, okay? It's not like Galvin's over here mining or mining all the tokens or minting all the tokens and then selling them off in some ICO. That's not what's happening here, guys. These are all coming to the market naturally with us participants, us node owners, right? Mining the tokens, performing actions on the blockchain, and then getting rewarded IZE tokens, so that the market or the supply, the actual circulating supply, is growing slowly over time, rather than them sort of doing what a lot of these other scam, I won't even call them companies, projects are doing out there, where they mint a whole bunch of tokens, sell them for something, get a bunch of money, and then a lot of times just raw and say, see you later, thanks for the money. Yeah, we say we're going to do this, but we're not doing it. That's not what Galvin's doing. They are a true company, right, with real leadership, very, very, very powerful, strong leadership, right, insightful, forward-looking folks, okay? And they definitely are taking the right approach here in doing it this way. So year one, 25 billion tokens were part of the distribution. That's how it all started, okay? So year one is already over, right? We've already gone through one halving. So right now, this year's distribution is 12.5 billion, all right? So out of the 12.5 billion, let's just say, for math's sake, there are 10,000, or I can't even do that math, but let's just say there's a certain amount of node operators, right? Those 12.5 billion IZE tokens are going to be distributed across those node owners, right, for this year, okay? So you would do 12.5 billion divided by 365 days, right? That's how many tokens are going to be distributed on that daily basis, all right? And then depending on how many node owners meet that minimum 6-hour threshold, right, they're going to then get divided whatever that number is, okay? I won't do the math, but that's the idea, okay? And then next year, another halving, and so on, all the way until 50 billion are distributed. And really, you know, this is where I can sort of, or want to kind of add my own opinion here. I hope that they find some kind of way of making this more of a looped cycle, right? That it's not just 50 billion and over a couple of years, that's it, and all 50 billion are in circulation. If there's some kind of sync, right, and drip mechanism where some tokens leave the circulation and then get reintroduced later at a later time, kind of like Gala Games is doing. I know it's not about Gala, but I think that's a very smart idea. So that's just sort of my, you know, I don't have much feedback, but that's definitely some key feedback I think that the Galvin team should know, and I'm sure they're already aware of this and already looking into this, by the way. Okay. All right, and I won't go over any of this stuff. So guys, that's it for the light paper. Let's move on right into the dashboard. Okay, so I'm here in the dashboard, and you can see, full disclosure, by the way, I'm just going to show all of this. I'm not trying to show off, because trust me, I know people that have like 25 plus nodes. I can't even imagine what their IZE balance looks like. Oh my goodness. But I've got one smart node again, and I've got about 40, and you'll see this, light nodes, 40 light nodes. One smart node, 40 light nodes, okay? And over the year, I've accumulated 3.5 million IZE tokens. Yes, I'm happy. But anyway, so this is the starting page, okay? And I can go into these, but I'm going to start with this left navigation bar. All right, so the next part here, My Wellness, okay? Body, which is the app. Join the waitlist. Again, if you join the waitlist, there's going to be a giveaway up to $1,799 in prizes. And that's going to be probably some merch like this. This shirt, I mean, this shirt is dope. This shirt is one of my favorite shirts I have, period. All right, so merch, it could be light notes, could even be a note. Well, it can't be a note because it's like 4,000, but light notes, I'm sure, and some merch, right? So definitely join the waitlist, guys. Sign up, use my referral link down below and sign up. Right, the next one is Mind, and this is really cool. I already did this, right, because they were kind of looking for feedback, but if you go in here, create your account and log in here, it actually kind of shows you what they're planning on doing with the app for the mindfulness part, right? The part where it kind of recognizes your voice, and depending on your voice then tells you whether your stress level and what your mood may be and what you can do to improve that mood. And it kind of walks you through that and gives you some interesting facts as well. It's really cool. I've already done it, so I can't really demonstrate that again because I'm already through with that. And then RX card, you can get an RX card as an NFT for discounts off of your pharmacy prescriptions. That's part of it, guys, right? Part of it is being able to use IZE tokens. And if you go back, if you pause that video and looked at all the utility, you can use it to pay your medical bills, pay prescriptions, right? You get an NFT to get discounts. It's really cool, good stuff. This is real use case, real products, a real company, real people behind it. I cannot stress this enough, right? Anyway, all right, so moving on to the nodes. So I can go to node management, right? And it shows again here, I've got my one node license here, my smart node, and then I've got 40 light nodes. 4 of them are online right now, and there's all the license information and all that good stuff. I don't think you guys, if you're any hack savvy, you can't do anything with this, I don't believe. I hope not. Maybe I should blur it out. I'll probably blur it out. Anyway, all right, so there's that, right? That's the overview there. Going down, here are the rewards, right? And this is really where it gets interesting, okay? So if I want to kind of look at what my daily reward distribution has been, I can filter this down here to IZE distributed, right? And you can see where the halving occurred, okay? Right here, 12,551 IZE tokens per day, right? And even more going back, right, over the past year. And I believe the bonus is not calculated in this, any kind of exercise bonus and being, there's another bonus for continuing to run your node and being persistent on that, right? So now after the halving, we're looking at about 3,388, okay? So there's definitely a difference, right? So all you guys, if you got in early, congratulations. I'm sure you're as happy as I am, right? But it's not too late. It's by any means, they haven't even started yet. They're still in beta, right? So it's definitely not too late. This is definitely still a good time. If you look at some other projects, they're getting a few hundred, a few tens of tokens, right? You're still getting thousands every day, okay? So keep that in mind if you're looking at and really interested in operating nodes, okay? And yeah, I can filter it to other things. Let's see, referral activity, right? If you refer people and they buy stuff, you actually get them. My last referral was 11 November. Guys, I know I haven't made a video in a long time, but dang, I gotta get my referrals up, baby. I want these IZE tokens. Anyway, it's not about that, right? So I'm just showing you guys what all you can do, right? My bonus, right? You can see the bonuses, right? 30-day average bonus, you get additional points for that. You got the 7-day average bonus, a lot of additional points for that, right? So this is, you can play with this and kind of look at everything that's been happening and how the distribution is happening right now, right? And then let's go to wallet. So this is the wallet that's created. Again, all the rewards, all the distribution is deposited into a Galvin wallet that you will create when you register for your account. Again, link down in the description. And it's a self-custody wallet, right? Meaning that if for some reason, which probably won't happen, but if for some reason Galvin disappeared, you will still have custody of whatever tokens are in that wallet, right? So in this case, right, we've got a $0 value because, again, the bridge has not yet opened, meaning that the tokens are not on the market yet. They're not on a decentralized exchange. There's no exchange for value happening. So obviously the value of my 3 million is going to be 0, right? And just like everything else, right, this is what happens usually, not financial advice, right? It starts way down here, 0.00 something, right? And it goes up over time, all right? Not guaranteed, not financial advice. But you guys, if you're in the game, you know. All right, moving on, guys. This last little part here, sharing, all right? These are all the referrals that I've done directly through Galvin. Now, I've got a ton more referrals, but I do those through Connect United, and I have some videos on that if you're interested. If you're an entrepreneur, right, and you're a salesperson, right, definitely check those videos out, right? But that, again, this is not about that. This is about Galvin. So my Galvin referrals are here. And this link, by the way, this is the one down in the description. I'm just saying that that's the one, all right? And then finally, let's go down to the shop, right? I did want to show you guys what the current prices are. Again, smart nodes, $4,000, right? Roughly 2.4 ETH currently at current market rate. And light nodes are $25. And you can go in here and you could add them and pay for them, right? And you would just send, right now I don't have any ETH, so I can't do it. But that's the idea, okay? So that's the dashboard, guys. It's really cool. Again, they've come a long way and they still have a long way to go, but they are developing, they are building, they're investing in their infrastructure, they're investing in their people, right? Their staff is growing. Again, real company, guys. I cannot stress this enough. So that is pretty much it, guys. So I hope you like this content. I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe, guys. If you have questions, hit me down in the comments. Find me on my socials. Follow me on Twitter, guys. All that good stuff. Next one will be coming very soon when the bridge opens, so I hope to see you then as well. Peace. Take it easy.
Man, I'm feeling lucky, call me Mr. Santana. Orchestrate to feel like Joe Montana. Used to kick back, watch Hannah Montana. Rich Montana.